The Trinidad and Tobago chapter of the Continuous Learning and Development Network consists of several members who have had the privilege and honor to participate in the Caribbean Leadership Project's Leadership Development Program. Having benefited tremendously from the program, they are excited to share their learnings with fellow public officers for the enhancement of the public sector. They were pleased to have worked in conjunction with the Ministry of Social Development and Family Services for this project as their submission for the CLP's Bright Spot competition for 2017. The aim of the project is to improve the delivery of public assistance grants provided to senior citizens by the Ministry of Social Development and Family Services. The Senior Citizens Pension Grant can be as low as $500 and as high as $3,500 per month. It caters to eligible persons who have attained 65 years of age or over, and who would have lived in Trinidad and Tobago for 20 years preceding the date of application. Persons must not have income exceeding $4,500 per month. At present, over 90,000 citizens of Trinidad and Tobago receive senior citizens pension.
Pensioners, they are a group, a vulnerable group that, given their age, they usually have to live on fixed income. Some of these persons may not have any income at all. They would have worked in the informal economy and may not have contributed to things like national insurance and stuff like that. And as a result of that, they have no income coming in. And without an income, they certainly are presented as a very vulnerable population, that some things has to be done. And I think if we continue to treat people in isolation as parts and not as a whole human being, we will continue to miss the boat a lot of time.
The need for improvements and re-engineering to the processes, procedures, and systems within an organization is a tantamount to ensure that it meets its objectives of providing excellent service and quality assurance to clients and customers. The Ministry of Social Development and Family Services took a decision to improve the processing of its senior citizens pensions grant. This improvement will create a roadmap for engendering a culture of innovation, creativity, and enhance the customer service delivery function at the ministry.
The Ministry of Social Development and Family Services is pleased to have been selected by the CLDN Trinidad and Tobago chapter to serve as the bright spot for the CLP Bright Spot competition. Indeed, we consider this as a signal honor and a privilege to participate and to gain from the skills of the alumni, the leadership development skills, and the many other skills that they have learned in the CLP program. The ministry is in transformation mode as we move toward the implementation of both the National Development Agenda, the Vision 2030 as many people know it, and the Sustainable Development Goals, the International Development Agenda. We have also completed our National Social Mitigation Plan to cushion the impact of the downturn on our citizens, and we are really moving forward with the implementation of that plan. Our focus, of course, is on empowering our people, our human resource, re-engineering our processes and systems, and also building our networks with our other agencies. And the Bright Spot competition is certainly timely and it's welcome. I have all confidence that the outcome of this project will not only redound to the benefit of our clients, but it certainly will be a blueprint for transferring the knowledge and the learnings to other bright spots in the public service as we move to transform the public service of Trinidad and Tobago.
In order to embrace the vision of the ministry for putting people first, promoting good governance, and service excellence, the dedication and commitment of the staff at the ministry is also critical.
For the Ministry of Social Development and Family Services, there is a clear understanding that both our internal and external stakeholders have an important role to play as we roll out our several initiatives which seek to achieve a high-performance organization. While we work to improve efficiencies and build capacity internally, we also want to ensure that our clients, through the information they receive, play their role in partnering with us to bring about the level of empowerment and self-sufficiency that is required as we seek to achieve social and national development.
As the ministry continues to develop strategies to improve work processes, to ensure that the work reflects the brand promise of being a trusted and committed partner in the building of a resilient social sector, there is need to have an understanding and buy-in from the staff complement who themselves are viewed as social engineers or custodians of our nation's welfare system. In order to provide connectivity and ensure reliability in the required technology, the Ministry's Information Technology Division has to provide the required back-end systems and programming consistent to achieving the beneficial outcome of this particular project. IT Manager of Solutions, Development and Implementation, Mr. Stefan Stewart.
ICT plays an important role in ensuring that there's connectivity and open avenues for communication among each location within the ministry. As such, the ICT division, through its business continuity function, ensures that proper ICT structures are provided and implemented across all districts to maintain connectivity, provide access and technical assistance to ensure reliability, which are critical ingredients to achieving the ministry's work and in particular, the successful implementation of this project.
Now for some brief closing comments from CLDN-TT.
The journey for us has really been amazing. We have been able to work along, not as a guide, but as partners with the staff, the employees of the ministry. And I really must commend Pierre Sobers in terms of how she's opened the doors of her organization and allowed us to interact with and work along with the members of staff. We would have been part of leadership training, we would have conducted interviews, we would have even been part of the process in terms of re-engineering part of the services. And our expectation is that at the end of the day, we would have achieved.
It really was a truly wonderful experience because we managed to have staff and sit in on those sessions, and there was the opportunity for the clients to ask the staff certain questions because there were certain myths that that they had and that were explored in terms of, for example, some of the clients thought that they had to sell their house in order to in order to be granted, approved for the grant, eligible for the grant, and quite a few other myths, in terms of whether they could work and the criteria. So it was an excellent opportunity for the stakeholders to actually share their perspectives and actually meet and talk to each other and share ideas.
The whole aim of this bright spot, we sought to, improve service delivery to a very, very vulnerable group, mainly our senior citizens. That is to really reduce the time in which it takes to process a grant. Many of the persons who really access the service, they really need it. And sometimes it can be such a long, daunting process that, they really feel exasperated. So being able to apply some of our leadership tools and lessons in this particular area was very an exciting prospect.
I therefore wish to acknowledge the members of the CLDN team, Trinidad and Tobago, and also the internal team in the ministry and all those who collaborated and worked so hard to make this particular project a reality. I have no doubt that this will be just the beginning of many signature accomplishments of the ministry as we collaborate with the Caribbean Leadership Network team and as we move towards ensuring that we institutionalize the learning in other ministries and agencies of the public sector in Trinidad and Tobago.
The Ministry of Social Development and Family Services, helping, empowering, and transforming lives.